That is some good ass tea. Some little half and half people. What's going on? It is April 14th, 2023. If you haven't been paying attention of what year it is. I know I don't pay attention what date it is, but at least I can get the year correctly. All right, everybody. Welcome to Current Thoughts Extended Play. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's week going? It's almost over. It's going to be the start of the weekend. Hopefully the weather is good where you're at. I think we're doing good this weekend. I am not sure. I've been practicing all week. My brother asked me to do a gig with him on Sunday for his church, and there's 7, well, you could say there's 7 songs. I think one's going to turn into the other. I got to get the notes from him, but anyway, I've been doing that all week, practicing, and got them all down, got them pretty good. Can keep the beat up. One's going to give me trouble because I am not used to this, that bluegrass kind of style, that 1-2-1-2, that quick, and then you do like almost like a ghost note, or no, you do a soft hit. It's like do down, something like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain it to you over here without showing it to you. The best way to describe it is kind of listen to that music because it is repetitive, but I have to lead with the hi-hat. I can't do that. My dynamics are just awful. Very awful. I mean, I can play silent. I just can't, go in between hard hits and soft hits, create a nice dynamic. Anyway, I've been doing that all week. You were probably wondering what the hell happened to me last Friday when I didn't upload a Current Thoughts EP. Well, I was covering this all these ideological teachers promoting gender and all that jazz. And I was like spitting really, really good. I was like, man, I'm in the zone on this one. This is gonna be a good little episode to edit. And then come to find out, my microphone didn't record. And I think I went like 55 to maybe 58 minutes. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Are you serious right now? What I thought was a free screen recorder. Turns out it was just a free trial. I didn't read the fine print. So, stupid me. Leave a comment, and tell me how dumb I am. You got my permission, Here I like to roast people. I don't like the ball boss, so leave a comment for that. So I had all this material, some funny shit in there, and then it was all gone. And then I tried to record the day after and to upload the following day, which is how I normally do my recordings. And I was just not into it. I was doing heavily edit. I was editing it, on a massive scale. Then I'm like, screw it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna release it. So I'm gonna come back the following week. And luckily, the Bud Light controversy is still continuing. So we'll we'll get into that in a little bit here. But, current thoughts on Monday was Madonna undergoing procedures to look, to have a natural look again. Yeah, good luck with that. As plastic surgery, anybody who has had plastic surgery done doesn't look like the same person. So, good luck with her trying to, act young or act like a virgin. I try to squeeze more Madonna references in there, but that obviously didn't work. So yeah, come on, people, just age gracefully. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like, you're young forever. Just look the part. If suddenly fucking Mick Jagger or even Keith Richards came out and just like tightened their skin up, they would freak me the fuck out. Come on. Fucking, Keith Richards looks like a Shar-Pei puppy at this point. He's fucking like a California raisin. I mean, he could probably still, play a mean guitar, man. But, I don't get it. I don't get it why. I know it's a young person's game, so I don't know if I can fault them, but, come on. Fucking look your age. Anyway. Then Wednesdays. What the hell was Wednesdays? Oh, it was still more of the Dylan Mulvaney stuff, which I find hilarious with Bud Light, doing that. I don't know if you would call that a stunt, or they're just like, hey, I know what boosts up sales. A trans activist. Hey, NASCAR and, college kids. Do you like beer now? No? All right. Well, you ain't going to like what we're doing. And it still fascinates me how this is still continuing, and they're losing fucking so much money. It's hilarious. I like when these corporations or businesses go woke, because in the end, they're just gonna fail. I mean, it sucks for the people that, work for them. I don't want to see people out of a job, but if you're making like shitty business decisions based off of what's quote popular at the moment, or an ideology at the moment, you deserve to, crumble into little pieces, and, we'll just dig a hole for you, and, you never be seen again. That, and it gives, other people motivation to not go that route and step up and take its place. You seen that with a little bit of Netflix with the Dave Chappelle controversy, making his trans joke, and Netflix getting all butthurt, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, we're losing money. What do we do? Oh yeah, if you don't want to work here, get the fuck out of here. So you can protest. I don't mind my protest, but if you're just gonna make a spectacle of yourself, dude, fuck off. Honestly, you don't got legs to stand on. So that brings me to this week's topic with Bud Light and the money they lost so far. So what you're seeing on, all right, let's backtrack and how this came to be. All right, we'll get to the right video, people. Whether you like him or not, I grew up with Kid Rock. Not necessarily listening to his music well into my teens. What was I listening to after Kid Rock? Because I remember I got into like Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, Oh, excuse me. That's some good ass tea. What was I listening to afterward? I think I got into Stain, like Breaking Benjamin, a little bit of 3 Days Grace, like that whole like post grunge scene. But like before all that, when I was like discovering music, yeah, it was like Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, and Korn, hilarious. And I listened to neither, although there is some good, you know, I'll listen to break stuff by Limp Bizkit. Come on, Limp Bizkit, or I did it all for the nookie. What? The nookie, yeah. You know, I was all about Kid Rock. I had Devil Without a Cause. I had Cocky. I had what was it? What was that called? American History? Was that called American History? When American Badass and you know, older songs that he had done before Devil Without a Cause came out, and he got like super big with this, you know, DJ called Uncle Cracker and a midget just following him around trying to, you know, spit bars or just be a hype man like Flavor Flav, whatever. You know, Kid Rock's been quite relevant in the last like holy hell, like 30 years almost. That's insane. But he came out with this video, and I don't know, I had to laugh about it. Here we go. Hi, Kid Rock.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
Yeah? Would you pop a cup of Viagra, you know? Grandpa's feeling a little frisky? Is he a grandfather? I don't, you know, I don't got my, you know, I'm not going to look it up. But is he a grandfather? Leave a comment. Is he a grandfather? How old is Kid Rock? Was he in his 50s by now? Hold on. All right, I'm going to do a little research here. How old? Let's see. I got my phone out. You can't see that. How old? Not as Dolly Parton. Harrison Ford's old. How old is Keanu Reeves? No. Kim Jong-un, Kim Kardashian. Kid Rock is, let's see. How old is King Charles? That's one. How old is Kim Kardashian? That's two. Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un had more searches than Kid Rock. If that's how this Google search, you know, trends. Like, well, somebody's like, dude, how old is Kim Jong-un? All right. Let's do Kid Rock. You know, I don't need to know. Sheryl Crow is 61. Wow. Bret Michaels is 60. Pamela Anderson's 55. I should be looking up. Ted Nugent is 74. Bob Seger. All right. Kid Rock is 52 years old. He just turned 52 in the beginning of the year. It's good for him. People also ask, does Kid Rock have children? Yes, he does. All right. Is Kid Rock, let's see, Google search. Is Kid Rock a grandfather? Is a grandpa? Yes, he is. Well, okay then. I know you didn't see that on the screen. You're just looking at Kid Rock just staring at something. But all right, go him. Go Grandpa Rock. Come on.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
He's cupped up of Viagra.
Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible.
God damn. You missed two.
Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Oh, well, thank you. At least you're kind after you know, after you shoot up a bunch of beer cans, which is hilarious to me. I actually enjoy that. That's hilarious. You know, just Bud Light just pissing off their core audience is hilarious. And that kind of brings me to this article from the National Post. Bud Light's Dylan Mulvaney trans stunt cost the company $4 billion. And I think the last time I checked, I think I was checking this morning when I was watching Tim Pool. I think it's at $5 or $6 billion at the moment. And let's look up what parent company. Yeah, I'm not gonna spell that. Fuck that shit. We copy and paste here, bitch. Okay. What is their net worth? $13.4 billion. Holy hell. You know, I think, yeah, I did say it went up to like 5 or 6. So that's like almost half of their like net worth. Damn. Well, that goes to show you, people, do not piss off people that watch NASCAR and listen to Kid Rock. And in some cases, Travis Tritt. Holy hell. That's a lot of money. That is an awful lot of money. Why is The Undertaker trending? I'll never know because I'm not clicking on it. And I just deleted the article. Anyway, you can find that from the National Post. Hi, Kid Rock. So, I stumbled across this one. I didn't even get to see this one yet. Was this Fox News?
Speaking of that,
The Eric Bolling Show. Okay. Whatever. I guess Ted Nugent joins Kid Rock and gives woke corporations the middle finger. You know, I like Uncle Teddy. Not too much of a fan of his music, you know, Cat Scratch Fever, Strangle, but oh my God, now I don't even know my music. Stranglehold, yeah, for the love of God, everybody should know Stranglehold. Anybody, that listens to Ted knows Stranglehold and is embarrassed by the damn Yankees. But that's neither here nor there. So let's hear what Uncle Teddy has to say about, the woke corporations.
Joining me now, Motor City Madman, good friend of mine.
Motor City Madman.
Musician, outdoorsman, badass, patriot.
On a side note, he says he's never done drugs. This man is like legit crazy. I heard a story once from a guy who went to his show, and he told me that he had his bow and arrow with him on stage, and he threw his guitar up and just like shot at it and pierced through it. And I'm like, come on, man. I just don't believe you'd never taken a sip of liquor, hit a joint, did some acid, fucking coke. If he's straight edge, then God bless him on that one. But anyway, let's get back to this program.
Bud Light,
Newsmax,
Anheuser-Busch, they don't know their own customer base.
No, they don't.
Speaking of that, joining me now, Motor City Madman, good friend of mine, musician, outdoorsman, badass, patriot, Ted Nugent. Nuge, Motor City Madman, Kid
Nuge.
Rock. Yesterday I said Kid Rock
Nuge.
for Chief of Staff when we have a Republican president. And how about Ted Nugent for Secretary of Defense? What are your thoughts on what's going on with
I don't know about that one.
with these leftists?
Well, I'm already performing the ultimate Secretary of Defense responsibility. I defend against stupid and evil. And I think I might have trained Kid Rock appropriately, because nothing says I love you like a fully automatic MP5 and 9mm blasting about 600 rounds per minute. Class 3 is the story of my life. Eric, the beauty of my life, there's so many things, is that I've never spent one.
On a side note, I shot a full auto once, for a private event. Well under control. And I'll tell you what, full auto is no fucking joke. It's when I was watching people do it, there was a group of us, not to give much detail, there was a group of us, and I'm like, holy shit, like, you know, I've shot a little bit. I didn't grow up with guns, you know. Then, you know, you talk to people and you come up with a different view on it. You know, support the Second Amendment. Anyway, playing with the full auto was so intimidating. But when I got my hands behind this, I think, yeah, it was a 9mm one, I just felt so comfortable. And a good friend of mine that was there, I kept going at this 9mm. I was like, oh, I love this. This is such a beauty. I was holding it. I had a good stance and everything. And a good friend of mine goes, he's like, you know, you really impressed the hell out of, I'm not going to say their names, but these two. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, for a guy that doesn't shoot guns, you were hitting the targets. I'm like, you know, you do the proper training, you know, proper stance. I think I hit something there. I don't know. Do the proper training, proper stance, and, you know, I'll fucking own that shit. And I own it. And all you hear, ding, 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 ding. I was like, damn, I love this. Oh, it's so good. And it was the only time I got to do it. Kind of want to do it again. Anyway, back to Teddy. Oh, I did, like, chase it back a bit.
President, and how about Ted Nugent for Secretary of Defense? What are your thoughts on what's going on with these leftists?
Well, I'm
They're
already
crazy.
performing the ultimate Secretary of Defense responsibility. I defend against stupid and evil. And I think I might have trained Kid Rock appropriately, because nothing says I love you like a fully automatic MP5 and 9mm blasting about 600 rounds per minute. Class 3 is the story of my life. You know, Eric, the beauty of my life, there's so many things, is that I've never spent 1 red cent on alcohol, but I made sure that my...
See, and that's what I go back to earlier. That's so crazy to me. If you watched any of his shows, or I think he had some like programs, and just his extrovert kind of type personality, and like this these described Motor City Madman. I can't come to grips with that. Like, that doesn't strike me, but hey, man, all the power to you. If you never touched a drop of liquor or fucking smoked a joint, did a line with Lemmy or something. Fucking crazy, man. Can I go back? Oh, I can't do it that way.
Of my life, there's so many things, is that I've never spent 1 red cent on alcohol, but I made sure
That's
that my
crazy.
entire crew and my family will never allow any Anheuser-Busch products anywhere near my world. Or now it looks like Jack Daniels has fallen into the same crevasse of stupidity. How could they be that disrespectful and give the middle finger to their core consumer demographic? Can they possibly have a meeting around a table and come to the conclusion that they're going to piss in the face of the people that pay their salaries?
Yeah.
This is the epitome of...
There's, you know, and here is my point. I got nothing against Dylan or any of the trans community, whatnot. Here's the thing. When you keep pushing and shoving it in our fucking faces, like, here you go, you're supposed to tolerate this. Here you go, you're supposed to tolerate this. Here you go, you're supposed to tolerate this. Tolerate me. Come on, like me. Don't be afraid. Or don't be afraid. Don't be surprised when people rebel against it. Oh my God, you're transphobic. No one's afraid of gay people. Oh my God, these are a bunch of narcissistic people. Even in the higher ups, they're narcissistic. They're pandering to a base that probably doesn't even drink their beer. Shit, I don't even know the last time I had a Bud Light. And that's besides the point. if you want to get fucked up really quick, yeah, Bud Light, PBR. Old Milwaukee was kind of like, ugh, sorry, Old Milwaukee. If any of you fans out there are Old Milwaukee fans, then, ugh, had it once doing a jam session at a friend's house, and there was like 5 or 6 of us, and my guitar player got a case. Everybody else got drunk except for me, and was like, "Why are you drinking?" I'm like, no. This doesn't register with me. I was more of an herb man. If I drank, it was, obviously Jack Daniels. Come on, man. Fucking Tennessee whiskey? Come on. Or Yukon Jack, Canadian whiskey? I adored liquor than liquor than beer. I don't think adored is. I enjoyed. There's the proper word to describe that. I enjoyed liquor. I don't drink anymore. I even had. I mean, this is a lie. I only drank on special occasions like Halloween or like New Year's or my birthday. But I had a shot at a friend's party, and that was about it. And I had a shot with my neighbor. He threw a party for his grandfather. But other than that, I don't find the thrill of drinking. Not even just like socially. I was more, like I said before, I'm more of an herb man. But, because the last time I got fucked up, good Lord, my bathroom looked like a fucking massacre. And I'll tell you what. Ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what. I mixed so hard that night that it kind of just like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this anymore. My buddy got me a bottle of Gentleman Jack. I got through 3/4 of that fucking thing, and I smoked like 3 bowls of bud and hit a weed pen too. Yeah. Let's just say my world was spinning. And I haven't practically touched liquor since. Or any alcohol. I don't know where I was going with this. I was kind of rambling. Let's hear what Uncle Teddy has to say.
Disrespectful and give the middle finger to their core consumer demographic. Can they possibly have a meeting around a table and come to the conclusion that they're going to piss in the face of the people that pay their salaries? This is the epitome of a cultural deprivation in an ongoing tsunami of cultural deprivation. But I get a kick out of it because good people are still standing our ground. And believe me when I tell you, I just wrapped up a wonderful kicker brunch I have every week with farmers and ranchers and cops and teachers and hardware store operators and energy barons and guitar players and music people. And we stand with Kid Rock's statement.
Seeing all his equipment, I want to jam with Uncle Teddy. I don't know any of your music by heart or any of the damn Yankees music by heart. If you throw some chords together, I could give you a good solid beat. Hell yeah, man. Jamming with Ted Nugent? Dude, that'd be a dream come true. Why the fuck not? Why wouldn't you want to jam with Ted Nugent?
That if that corporation, if that industry can be that out of touch and disrespectful to their consumer base, then like Kid Rock said, have a nice day, dirtbags.
Yeah. Oh, I wish there was more of that. Thank you, Mischief, for tweeting that one out. Okay, so we got the Kid Rock. And then we got Joe Rogan's take on it. But first, this is unrelated, but Jim Cornette, one of the famous wrestling minds and one of the greatest wrestling managers. I put him right below Bobby Heenan as well in the all-time greats. And, I should really touch up on, let's go pull that up. Because this will make a lot of sense. Alright. Yeah. So this kind of ties in with the Jim Cornette one, where people are just low base, like, information, not knowing what's really going on with the world. And I agree with Tim Pool in his early video on Thursday about how Dylan Mulvaney is influencing young people. Either influenced to adopt this identity and consume alcoholic adult beverages, and you get people like Howard Stern or Jim in this case, not knowing what the hell is going on in the world, because all they read and all they watch is probably CNN and MSNBC, and I could say this about Fox News too, because let's come on, mainstream news is garbage. Independent news is where it's at. Rebel News, Tim Cast is really good. Big fan of Tim and the crew. Big fan of Rebel News. Big fan of the Post Millennial, Libby Evans, Andy Knoll, and Jack Posobiec there. And the Daily Mail. And, I don't know if you can educate the older generation of what's really going on in the world, but this doesn't pertain to this clip, which I haven't marked here. Doesn't pertain to the Dylan Mulvaney thing. It just pertains to what he said and what's going on.
Rick was on the whatever fuck county school board, but somebody tweeted that he ran as a Republican. And apparently we all know that in the Republican minds, because they hear it on Fox News, so it must be true.
And the same could be said by people who watch CNN or MSNBC. This proves my point. You should dig a little further, because mainstream media is fucking garbage.
That transgender people and drag queens are the biggest menace to our children in society today, not the fact they're all potentially going to be slaughtered with automatic assault rifles in their own...
Automatic assault rifles. See, I love Jim in his mind for wrestling, but god damn, those words come out of your fucking mouth,
The fact they're all potentially going to be slaughtered with automatic assault rifles in their own school.
Automatic assault rifle.
The fact they're all potentially going to be slaughtered with automatic assault rifles.
Ugh. And that proves my point. Like, these people, I love him, but because I love his takes on modern wrestling and everything, but holy shit, man! Like, are you for real? You claim that he likes to claim that the Democratic Party is the smartest party. Back the fuck up on that one. And the Republicans are just evil, evil, evil. No, they're just fucking stupid and don't play the Democratic game. The Democratic game, and they do it well by ballot harvesting and fucking getting in the institutions. They have gone so insane that it's fucking lunacy at this point. And to blame one party. Really, man? Really? What about our inflation? You know, you had 4 years of a Republican president, and for once, he didn't send us to fucking war. Guess who might be sending us to war? A Democrat. Come on, man. They're all in bed together. If you don't fucking see that, then you need a reality check. But anyway, Howard Stern weighs on the Kid Rock thing. Howard Stern is dumbfounded over Kid Rock's Bud Light protest. Why are you so upset about this? Gee, I wonder why. When you're, quote, affirming children and starting... where was I going with that? Affirming, which is code word for, you know, sex change operation, you know, mutilating body parts, all that jazz. Oh my God, my son wants to be. He wants to play with Barbies. I think he's a girl. Oh my God, we're part of a community. We can all be accepted. Oh, Paul? Yes. Oh, yes. We are all accepted. Is there something to this video, or are you going to give me an ad first? Oh, dear Lord.
All right, woke Nike is at it again, and it's not good news. The company sparking
Was that nice?
this month. Banderas is alongside.
No, it's just... So, let's read a little bit. Howard Stern on Monday slammed singers Kid Rock and Travis Tritt after they came out forcefully against Budweiser's campaign with transgender activist Dylan Mulvaney. Last week, beer maker Anheuser-Busch faced anti-woke backlash from consumers and critics upset at the company's partnership with Mulvaney. The company sent a pack of Bud Light cans celebrating Mulvaney's full year of girlhood. Okay. Good ST. To the influencer to promote on social media. And we all know that. He got the quote. You know, Stern was flabbergasted by the reaction, saying he wasn't bothered by companies that wanted to promote a transgender spokesperson. Nice little space there, dear Fox. I thought there must be a piece of their story that I'm missing. I can't do it. How a Stern impersonation. Stern said on his show Monday, I'm not bothered by gay people or transsexual people. Okay. They don't impact my life. They don't hurt my life. I love when people are in love. You want to be a woman? Be a woman. You want to be a dude? Be a dude. Whatever the fuck. Whatever you fucking want. As long as you... Oh my God, I can't read. As long as you ain't hurting anybody, I'm on your team, he vented. That's not what it's about. You really missed the point there, Howard. And the way Howard's been, you know, with the whole lockdowns and everything else, and you know, for a guy that was cutting edge, was breaking through barriers with his content and everything, challenging the FCC, challenging free speech, he sure lost the plot in the last few years. He really did. I think so. He became what Bill Hicks would call a corporate little bitch, sucker of Satan's cock. And he could join Tom Morello and, you know, Neil Young and all that motherfucking, you know, nice, wonderful people that used to go against the establishment that are part of the establishment now. Puzzles me. Rebel my ass. Fucking, just a joke. Go back to being fart man there, Howard Stern. Maybe you'll become relevant again. So we'll go to Joe Rogan's.
You got Lucas.
There's a lot of good guys.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
A lot of good women there. A lot of good. There's a couple non-binaries.
Yeah.
We got at least one.
checking all the boxes.
It's a diverse group. We gave him his own Bud Light after the first week. We put his face on a can.
Do you have any beer in here?
Yeah, you want a beer?
I'd take a light beer.
Okay, let's get some Bud Lights. Let's do this.
Yeah.
In support of Bud Light in their time
Let's
of
be
stress.
allies by getting a little day drunk.
We're going to be allies.
Yeah.
You know, because Kid Rock and Travis Tritt have put the fucking hammer down.
I know. They were really fucking fighting the good fight, man.
Here's my take.
Okay.
Like, what you're doing, what they're doing is just spreading the brand to an extra group of people.
Yeah.
Why, if something is good, do you give a fuck who's got it? Like, would we do this with cheesecake? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there was like a bomb-ass cheesecake and all of a sudden, you know, some radical group like Antifa really got into the cheesecake, we'd be like, fuck this. Yeah. And if the Cheesecake Factory sent Antifa a cheesecake, you know, for 10 more years of chaos, you know, like a celebratory.
See, that's actually funny. He's making fun of it. But on the other hand, you know, with this whole ideology going, he doesn't. To me, it's being in your face all the time, and it's nonstop pushing. I think that's why people are rebelling. Plus, come on, is any transgender drinking Bud Light? I don't think so. And if there is, kudos to them. Tell me their favorite NASCAR driver. Like, honestly, come on. And, like, he goes
if
about
only
his business.
ISIS had Bear Claw donuts, I'm still eating those fucking
But on the other
donuts.
hand, I loved Kid Rock's video because I love that. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
I love that kind of thinking.
There's
Not
nothing
even
wrong
that
with
I
this.
agree with it. I like wild people.
Yeah.
I like a
raising
dude,
hell, man.
I like a dude who takes a machine gun to a stack of Bud Lights and is like, fuck Anheuser-Busch.
This will show up.
I get where he's coming from. And it is kind of funny what Kid Rock did. It really is. Anyway, without rambling on and going off track and, you know, keep telling you my position, I'm going to end on this note.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh my God, it's Dylan Mulvaney.
Your influence and stunning bravery has graced the can of Bud Light.
What the hell were they thinking?
You've opened doors to inclusiveness, rejecting frat boys and NASCAR watching consumers.
Oh my God, they forgot.
So this Bud Light is for you, Dylan Mulvaney, because with you, we are on the right track.
We lost $5 billion and counting.
Thank you, Dylan Mulvaney.
Thank you, Dylan Mulvaney. I'm going to buy some Yingling. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy this week's episode of Current Thoughts Extended Play, and I just hit the fucking microphone. What is wrong with me tonight? Anyway, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on my social media at Jared S. Idol 13 on Facebook and Jared S. Idol on Instagram and Twitter. I had to think about that for a moment. All right, let's move on. And if you want to support my work, since I don't get paid to do this, I don't have a parallel economy or Patreon account. But if you want to support me, head on over to Amazon.com and check out my latest psychological horror novel, The Serpent of Eden, available on Paperback Kindle and now Google Play Books. Very excited about that one. The story centers around Hollywood's beloved son, Max Goodwell, getting visited by the Man in Black in his dreams. The Man in Black twists and manipulates his reality, in which Max Goodwell cannot decipher what is real and what is a dream. And if you follow me on social media, keep a lookout for any updates regarding the sequel to The Serpent of Eden called Servant of Seduction. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Peace and love. Mwah.